Hello, and welcome back to another Robservation. Today, I'd like to talk about taking some of what we learn at work about the positive impact of diversity and inclusion home to the family table. I've heard that some families struggle when they gather at the family table for celebrations. We're approaching Thanksgiving here in the U.S., a day that encourages families and friends to gather around the table and give thanks for the good things and good people in our lives. This holiday can be both an opportunity and a curse. Some families have personalities that seem to clash, and rather than being a day of thanks and goodwill and sharing, it becomes a day of survival or stress. Interestingly enough, those same people that seem to get on your nerves at family gatherings operate every day in the world with others that respect them and listen to them. Remember, diversity is a fact. It's a condition. People are different in how we look, how we think, and how we interact. Inclusion is a choice. We can choose to understand ourselves and others, what we call self and team awareness, and change our reaction to others' differences to a thoughtful and intentional response. I remember having a conversation not long ago with someone where if we had not been aware of and managed our understanding of our personality tendencies, it could have gone very differently. This individual tends to look at things from a perspective of other people doing things to intentionally hurt them or make them mad. In other words, some of the things that others did had intent to cause harm. We had to change how we approached interactions. Think about how I tend to typically portray things and how they tend to take or perceive things. They also started giving the benefit of the doubt that people weren't intending harm, pausing to reflect what the other person may be actually trying to convey before they respond. The result is more diverse and inclusive thoughts and more open and effective communication. Do you have that family member that tends to always be in a hurry, seems to run over others? How about the one that tends not to listen, but keeps talking about what they want to talk about? Do you have that family member that tends to get frustrated when things don't go exactly their way? Or how about the one that tends to go into their shell and avoid any potential conflicts? I'll bet you have some that have combinations of these. These are all personality tendency attributes that, if not recognized and managed, can cause stress and dysfunction in almost any relationship. To overcome the differences, we must commit to ourselves and to our family that we'll try to be aware of and manage those tendencies that may be different from others. By being aware of and manage your tendencies, you're modeling a behavior that your family and friends will notice and probably want to emulate. We've had the pleasure of working closely with Equilibria, an organization that spent the last 14 years collecting and analyzing information on how different personalities see and manage risk. By analyzing over 600,000 data points, we know that individuals with different personality tendencies react in very predictable ways to things like stress, poor communications, conflict, and other tendency-driven traps. Equilibria used this technology to help the over 10,000 Super Bowl volunteers at Super Bowl 51 in Houston, Texas, learn to recognize, understand, and manage their personality tendencies, which resulted not only in a great Super Bowl experience for the more than 500,000 visitors, but also resulted in more effective family, school, and business interactions for those individuals using the techniques they were taught. My observation is, diversity and inclusion shouldn't be something we just do at work. Most families and friends don't pay enough attention to personality tendencies as they pertain to how they manage their interactions. By recognizing how individuals with different personalities interact, that's diversity. We can manage our responses to improve outcomes. That's inclusion. You can find out more about how your personality deals with risk and interacts differently by downloading the eColors app onto your mobile device and taking a few minutes to find out your eColors. Have your friends and family do the same. Start discovering how your personalities impact how you see things and how you tend to react to different personalities, tendencies, and traps in others. Perhaps replace the political discussion at the next family gathering with a discussion of your e-colors and how each of you likes to give and receive information. You will be surprised and amazed at what you discover. Please share some of the things you learn in the comments, and remember, intentional leadership starts with you.